FX Nation, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. And guys, in this video, we're going to take a look at one question that I get asked very often and I get a lot of emails about. And that is, what pairs should you trade during London? What pairs should you trade during the US session? And so that's what we're going to talk about in this video today, guys. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump right into it and let's go. All right, guys. So before we get started, there's one thing that I want to let everyone know is that there's a new class starting for mentorship. It starts on Monday. I have a few spots available, so if you're interested, just go to the website fxntrading.com, click on mentorship, and it'll give you all the information you need. But I do have a few spots left for a class that's starting on Monday. It's a 12-week course that we'll do together. So if you're interested, just go over there to the website fxntrading.com. I'll leave a link in the description for that as well. But guys, without further ado, let's get this video started. All right, guys. So I get asked this question every day, at least once a day, and I get a lot of emails on it. So the question is, what pairs are the best to trade during London? What pairs are the best to trade during US session? Now, on this video, we're going to specifically cover the London session, and then I'm going to make another video. The next video that comes out will be on the US session. Okay, so when it comes to trading the London session, okay, we have to think about things very simply, very simple. I'm not gonna complicate things for you or anything like that. Literally, just make it really simple. Okay. When you talk about a trading session, the main thing that you need in that trading session is you need volatility. Because without volatility, you're not really going to make any money. Okay, so one of the things that we need as traders is we need to have volatility in the market. If we don't have it, we're dead in the water. We're not going to be able to make money. Okay, so one of the biggest factors that I personally choose when trading a specific pair during a specific session is, what is the volatility level for that specific pair? Okay, and so the simple question is, what pairs to trade during London? I mean, that's going to be pretty simple to answer, which is what are the pairs that are most volatile during that session? And that's going to be basically your euro pairs and your pound pairs, right? So those are the two currencies that are very volatile during that session, because obviously it's the London session. So the currencies that are traded the most during London are euro and pound pairs. So those are the pairs that you should be focused on when looking at trading, if you're trading the London session. Okay, now when it just comes down to that, that's a very broad range of pairs to trade, right? Because if you think about it, you have, when it comes to, let's say, the euro, you have euro CAD, euro pound, euro USD, euro AUD, euro JPY, euro Swiss, euro NZD, right? So those are the major euro pairs for London, right? So it's a total of 7 pairs, right? So those 7 pairs are going to be the ones that you want to focus on the most during London session. Now, one of the things that I would highly recommend that you do is, if you take a look, and if you're talking about volatility and the reason that we need volatility, you want to see which of those euro pairs are actually move the most during that London session. Okay, so how many pips are these pairs moving during that actual session? And so that's an important factor to take into account, because if you pick a pair that's only moving an average of, let's say, 50 pips a day, then you're not really going to be able to trade that pair very often and actually produce a lot of income from that specific pair. So what you need to do is you need to pull up a volatility calculator, and one of the cool ones that I found is actually on investing.com, and I'll link it in the description of the video so you guys can use it. But this is what it looks like basically, and right now it's just showing the past 10 weeks, and you can see these are the average pips in movement per day for the between the last 10 weeks. Okay, so if you look at pairs like, for example, Euro USD, Euro USD is averaging about 59.31 pips per day. Okay, that's really not a lot of pips that it moves per day, right? So the higher pair that you have that has a higher pip count on average are going to be the best pairs for you to possibly trade. So if you just look at, let's say, the Euro realm, right? You're looking at Euro AUD 99, Euro CAD 94, Euro JPY 68, Euro NZD 115, right? So for me, if I'm looking at this, the pairs that I want to trade, that I'm first going to look for to trade, are going to be Euro AUD, Euro CAD, and Euro NZD. And then the backups to those are going to be Euro JPY, Euro Pound, and Euro Swiss, and Euro USD. So for me, I'm picking the pairs that have the highest volatility and also the highest pip countage per day. Basically, an average daily range, the highest pairs that have the highest daily range for that particular session, right? So if we look, we're looking at 99, 94, 68, 63, 115, 59. Now, a cool tool that this does have is if you scroll down, you actually get to see the daily volatility in pips when it comes to that pair. But I think the really cool one that I like is the fact that you can see hourly the volatility in the market in pips for Euro USD. So if we're talking about the Euro USD right here, we're looking at 7 a.m. GMT is basically 3 a.m. Eastern time, which is the beginning of the London session. And so you can see, so from the very beginning of the London, you see the volatility that it produces, and then it basically drops off after noon. So 12 p.m. Eastern time, you see it just drops off, right? And you see before, during the Asian session, there's nothing there. Between Sydney and Asia, there's nothing there. It's only when basically the London session starts, and then obviously into the U.S. session. Okay, but you can see specifically that one of the two biggest times that the pair actually moves or has the highest volatility on this specific pair is between 3 and 4 o'clock. You see 5, 6, 7 kind of dies down, and then it picks up again, of course, for the U.S. session. And then also on a weekday volatility, you can see what days have the best volatility. So if you're looking at this, you're seeing that Thursday and Wednesday is the best days to trade this pair specifically. So if you go to, like, let's say pair like Euro AUD, and you can see essentially what days are going to give you the best volatility so far, right? On average, Wednesday, Thursday, and then you can see this specific pair, because it has the Aussie dollar in it as well. You can see that it moves a lot high volatility during the Sydney session, obviously, when it comes at 5 o'clock, right? So the first 2 hours, you can see here. Now you can see the second portion as far as highest goes is, of course, the opening of London right here. And then, of course, you see 5, 6, 7 o'clock Eastern time, it ramps down, and then it ramps back up a little bit higher for the U.S. session. Okay, so getting this information and studying it, you can go ahead and make a list of different pairs that you see based on these figures here that could allow you to basically trade every day and know which pairs are going to move in certain days. So this is huge to know this information. So if you really wanted to break this down, if you can put a spreadsheet together, okay, that has all these pairs in it, and basically put in this information. That way you know what days, what times each specific pair moves. That way you have the best possible advantage in your favor when you're going to trade a specific pair during a specific day. You know, so if you're looking to trade, let's say Euro CAD, and let's say it's a Tuesday, well, you know that Tuesday is typically one of the lower days. Tuesday and Thursday are the two lowest days for that pair to move or to have volatility during the week, right? But if you are going to trade it, you should look at the 3, 4, right? And then this is basically 11, 10, and 9 a.m. in the morning for the U.S. session, right? So this piece of information is invaluable to you to help you choose and to basically study each individual pair so you can get as much information as possible from it. Okay, so the euro pairs and then obviously the pound pairs. When we talk about the pound pairs, the thing that I found was really eye-opening is that the pound AUD moves an average of 162 pips, followed by the pound CAD 155 pips, and pound NZD is 176 pips on average. Like, that's crazy. And of course, guess who's the lowest? Pound USD is at 94. So you notice how supposedly the biggest pairs, right, that are traded the most have the least volatility, right? So Euro USD is only 59.31, and out of the pound pairs, pound USD is only at 94.73. Okay, so the two biggest pairs, right, Euro USD, pound USD, are the ones that have the least volatility out of all the pound pairs. All right, so very interesting things that you can learn from studying this. And if you really want to maximize what you can do on a daily basis, make a chart of these pairs and have this information in it, along with the hourly and the days that they move the most. This is going to give you an advantage when you come into your trading session that you're going to trade. That way you can maximize the most amount of pairs that you can trade, and obviously the most amount of money that you can make. So this has some great information when it comes to helping you determine what pairs you should trade, what pairs you should potentially stay away from on a specific day. So when we look at these pairs to trade, guys, I mean, you can look at pound AUD and you can see that it moves, in large moves when it does move, right? You can look at pound NZD, the same thing. When it moves really big. It makes really big moves, right? So why would you want to stick to trading, let's say, pound USD when you have other pound pairs that potentially can give you more pips? You'll have the chance of collecting more pips because on average they move more than the other most traditionally popular pairs to trade. So it just makes sense to me that if I'm gonna trade on pound pairs, I'm gonna be looking towards the pound pairs that actually move the most, or that have the most volatility compared to just a pound USD. So for me, I'd be looking at, first of all, like pound NZD, pound AUD, pound CAD, as those are the three major pound pairs that actually move the highest. along with pound NZD. So create a list of your, let's say three major pound pairs that you want to trade. So let's say pound NZD, pound AUD, pound CAD, and then have the three backups, pound Swiss, pound JPY, pound USD. The same thing with all the euro pairs as well. Pick the pairs that have the highest average daily range and volatility, so that way it increases your chances and it puts the odds more in your favor. It just makes sense, to do that. So you would have like Euro AUD, Euro CAD, and Euro NZD as your main pairs, and then as backup pairs you can pick like Euro USD, Euro Swiss, Euro Pound, and Euro JPY. So whatever fits you guys' style obviously is what's important. So this is just for me, this is just the way that I look at it, and it's just my opinion. So if you have something different that would help you get the most out of it, by all means do it. Whatever allows you to take advantage of the market and win, that's all we're about. Okay, it doesn't matter whether you do exactly this or you do it in a different way. Just like there's hundreds of different strategies out there that are profitable, but I trade a certain way and I show you guys how I trade. But again, there's hundreds of other strategies out there that work just fine, that other people use. So whatever works for you guys is going to be the best thing. So, but this is just my input on this, guys. So I hope that this has brought you some good eye-opening value when it comes to what pairs you should trade during London. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate you taking the time to view the information. I hope that this has helped you, answered some of your questions, and most importantly has given you kind of like an aha moment when it comes to looking at potentially these other pairs that you might not have paid attention to before. All right, thank you guys so much and enjoy the rest of your day. Guys, one last thing. Thank you so much for watching my videos. I really appreciate the fact that you take the time to watch my videos. I really hope that I've added value in each of the videos that I make for you guys, and I hope that you're learning something. As always, guys, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Please like and share the videos if you found value in them. And also, don't forget to visit our website at www.fxntrading.com. Once again, guys, thank you so much. I'm truly blessed.